Hey, what's going on YouTube? We're back with another Borderlands video, and today's topic will be 5 NPCs that we could see in Borderlands 3. And we're going to be looking into characters that haven't been NPCs outside of Tales yet. So some of these characters have been NPCs in Tales, but I want to see them in a sense where they can give out missions, they can be interacted with, and things like that. So obviously we won't be talking about fan favorites like Mr. Torg or Moxie because they've been NPCs in a big way in previous games. We obviously need more of old balloon tits, and we definitely need more from the #1 respecter of women. So let's start off strong here with Krieg. I cannot tell you how hysterical it would be to have missions from Krieg because the possibilities are really endless. We could do fetch quests to create a nipple salad. We could do random quests to try and hit on Maya. And then, of course, there's side quests and all other types of things that you can imagine an insane psycho may want you to do. But the thing that really intrigues me is a quest that could uncover what actually happened to Krieg. We have a pretty good idea, but a little bit more there would go a long way. Like, we know that there was something involved with the slag experiments. We know that he likely was a bounty hunter or something similar, but to have a higher understanding of it, more proof of it, would be absolutely awesome. And imagine a quest where we could try and uncover some stuff to see if he knew Tiny Tina when they were at the slag experiments, or their parents, or not their parents, or Tina's parents. And what if we could help him regain some of his sanity? There's a lot of cool ideas there with Krieg. Not necessarily all of them need to be done, obviously, but when you talk about Krieg, the ball really gets rolling. There's so many different things that you could do. Like, there could be a quest, I know I've mentioned this in previous videos, but there literally could be a quest. We know psychos. Give me a bucket and I'll show you a bucket. There could be a ridiculous quest where we go get a bucket, give it to Krieg, and then he just shows it to us. That would be goofy, but at the same time, that gets my point across very well. Reese is up next due to the fact that he will likely be involved with bringing back Atlas, meaning we could receive some cool quests to see how he was able to bring back the company, or maybe give out quests where we can find some old Atlas technology for him. So maybe he's having trouble getting things going or whatever, so we find some old Atlas tech, bring it to him, and then the quest rewards could be some new Atlas weapon that they were able to create from the old one, and kind of just go from there. There could be a lot of things that can be done with Atlas, and Atlas coming back with Reese, and I think that would be a nice touch, especially to reintroduce the company. But this is assuming that we know where he and Fiona went, and that's a very curious thing and a video entirely in itself, which I've already discussed, so we're not going to get into it in this one. Next up is Timothy. Now, I would love to see Timothy minus all the plastic surgery and stuff. Obviously, Hyperion is in shambles and Jack is dead, so to me, there's not a ton of reasons why he wouldn't reverse the surgery, since Tacitor said it could be reversed. That's, of course, if he wasn't bullshitting us. And the thing is, Timothy was a super cool character, and there can be some different approaches for the missions that he may give out pertaining to things like how he was able to reverse the surgery, or if he didn't change, how he was able to live with Jack, or with still being Jack. And perhaps we will be able to learn some, secrets or some things that he knew about Hyperion while he was a body double, and that might go a long way in, potentially helping the Vault Hunters out in Borderlands 3, which could be a nice side touch. It could be something that kind of wraps it in, and we need something, and Timothy's like, well, I knew about this, Hyperion R&D program, and they were working on these new weapon types. They never came out, but I know there was prototypes. Like, there could be missions like that. We could go into the downed Helios station and things like that and kind of go nuts. There's a lot there, and I think if we do end up on Pandora again and not Promethea, I think the Helios wreck area is going to be a really cool environment for us to explore. Coming in at number 4, we've got Vaughn, and I'm not too sure how this is going to work, but I'd love to have Chris Hardwick back because I'm a big fan of him. And with Vaughn leading the Children of Helios, we could see some cool missions revolving around Hyperion, just like I was talking about with Timothy, and the company's inner workings. We could do stuff to ally with the Children of Helios during the war, and this would likely require us to stay on Pandora, again, like I just mentioned. And that's a controversial topic because a lot of hints are pointing towards Promethea. That's why people think we're going to Promethea, or at the very least, we may start on Pandora and then go to Promethea. So I think it would be very cool to see how the Children of Helios evolve. Obviously, they're a bunch of Hyperion people that really don't have much in the way of skills. But then again, that was the case with a lot of the bandit clans that worked for Dahl, and then they kind of up and left, and people were left to fend for themselves. Some of them were soldiers, others weren't, so maybe they're able to cut it, or maybe they just can't at all, and we would kind of have to be a crutch for them. Like, oh yeah, we haven't eaten in a week, we don't know what to do, can you go kill some skags for us? Like, it could be simple like that, or, they could really get into a lot of different things. And lastly, Loaderbot. And the thing with Tales from the Borderlands is, regardless about how you personally feel about it, because it's certainly the odd man out in the Borderlands franchise, and a lot of people have strong opinions on it, but you can't discredit the fact that they came up with some great characters, and I would be damn happy to see them show up again in Borderlands 3. So Loaderbot was obviously a character in that game that many fans adored. He was funny, he was caring, he protected Reese, he was kind of like an all-in-one character, and then at the end of the game, we obviously find out that he had a huge part in the game. He was actually the Stranger, so he's still kicking, he's in Jack's exoskeleton now, and I can see there being many different missions involving him and Gortys. Now, the thing is, Dave Eddings left Gearbox, so it's possible that we don't see Claptrap, or we see a lot less of Claptrap, and the thing is, it's going to be a different Claptrap because the voice actor is likely going to be new. So we would need some new cool robots to hang out with if Claptrap's going to be involved less, and I think that Loaderbot and Gortys could end up being a great fit there, and obviously Gortys could have some quests involving finding things to help her locate other vaults. She could have stuff to help us locate, Atlas technology that's gone to help Reese. There could be stuff involving Loaderbot and Gortys just wanting you to go do silly things because they're kind of goofy friends. There's a lot there, and that's the thing. Your mind can always run with this different stuff, and it could always be from like silly stuff that's just like fetch quests, even though I think personally Borderlands 2 did their fetch quests pretty well. They were always kind of tongue-in-cheek, pretty funny, kept it entertaining, and I like that. So I wouldn't be opposed to seeing more of those as long as they evolve a little bit. But the thing is, it really just, your mind can kind of just bounce all over the place. The ceiling, the wall, the floor, it's just going all over the place. So if you guys have ideas on some NPCs that you would like to see in Borderlands 3, go ahead and drop a comment. If you guys are into the video, drop a like. And if you guys are into Borderlands, consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next one. Later.